All right, everybody, welcome in to the NY2MD podcast. We're in the Rings of Power review episode. We're doing 4 in Physive today. Thank you, Kevin Hurt, Brian Sherrard. We're here on StreamYard, YouTube, Facebook, IG, Twitter, as well as Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, wherever you find podcasts. You will find us in our myriad of shows on any social media and, of course, on those podcasting sites. Man, Rings of Power.
Yeah, man.
Power. 4 and 5, man. I know these episodes are longer than normal. Not as long as the one we're going to be talking about after this. But
yeah,
I know how you're feeling on this show. You're feeling like Galadriel out there on the sea. A little bit too long. You're out there in the ocean floating around, desperately looking for help. Hopefully 4 and 5 has found you traveling and banding together like we see everybody doing here. But yeah, give me let's start with episode 4. Give me your thoughts on episode 4.
Okay, well, real quick, just overall, I just want we just got finished doing our She-Hulk show, and I said I feel like we were moving in the right direction, then we just kind of stalled, right? The car stalled out. This feel like it was starting out slow, but now we're starting to pick things up a little bit. Episode 4, I was like, okay, the pacing's getting better. Episode 5, I was like, whoa, they're really getting into gear now. So these by far have been the most interesting and the most entertaining episodes of the season. Episode 4, I was like, okay, it's starting to get me because honestly, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna keep watching this show. Now I'm like, all right, I gotta keep going because now it's starting to pick up the pace a little bit.
We had a lot moving, don't stop. That's basically basically what they're doing.
Yeah, man. So we had, let's see, episode 4. Let's see, it started off with Queen Regent. She had visions. She's starting to see visions, and yeah. She's not having good visions. Basically, she's seeing visions of the destruction of Numenor, man. I think this episode, I think it was called The Wave, I believe is what this episode is called.
Yep, The Great Wave.
Yeah, The Great Wave. And basically it's pretty much a premonition, man, as to what's going to happen to Numenor. And she's starting to see him. We had some elf hate in this episode, man. People are not happy. Galadriel comes and people aren't happy that the queen might
be elves are back.
Yeah.
Back again.
Yeah, man. We had people chanting elf lovers and all this stuff.
Dude, I was like, what? Yeah, they were BFFs at one point. Then yeah. Now I'm just like, oh, we ain't down with them.
Yeah. So Galadriel, she's going to the queen for help. She's going to them for some backing, but something's she knows something's not up. But Galadriel went at the queen, man. You know what I'm saying? I was like, whoa. She's kind of she definitely overstepped her bounds, man. Yeah.
But she wanted to she's like, why are you making these decisions? There's no sense. It's almost like, what was that? It was It was in Lord of the Rings when Gandalf went in to save the king. Oh God, what's his name? The king. I think it was in the Two Towers.
Aragorn? Aragorn?
No. The other king, the one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and Gandalf comes in there and he casts a spell and didn't work, and the demon who's Sauron in there, who's the White Wizard took over. I forgot his name too, but he was like, "You have no power here." Like that's
that's how.
Yeah. So I feel like that's what Galadriel was saying to Miriam, like, "You have no power here. Where's your daddy?" You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's how it was. and she did end up finding out. But yeah, you can't come in there and just start demanding stuff and dissing people. And that's exactly what happened. And of course, she got thrown in her own galley. That in the cells and the pens.
Yeah.
Keep her quiet. One for her homie down there.
Yeah.
He's out there just knucking and bucking out there in the street.
Yeah. Let's see what else happened this episode. We see Adar this episode, man. Yeah, I think we had an orc fight this episode also.
Orc fight. It's about to be an orc fight. Sound like a little John song.
I can't because we haven't we're doing these 2 episodes together, so I'm trying to get them.
It's hard because now I got them tied in my head.
Yeah.
So I totally, but that's how we roll. Well, that's fine. We'll just we said 4 and 5. We just going 4 and 5. That's all.
Yeah.
So, but it's like I said, I like this episode. I really like the show. I like the show. I don't need the franticness and the epic pace as the other show that we talk about. I need, because it's funny. I can follow along with the other show better because I feel like I have a better feel of everybody because everybody's basically in the same place. Here everybody's spread out everywhere, and now they're eventually coming together. So it's kind of, we're here and the orcs are there, but we're here. Then maybe it might be a flashback or something, or then we're here, and I'm like, where's he at? You know what I mean? I'm trying to
but the other show is doing a better job narratively though, telling us.
But everybody's there, like. It's almost like they're almost on top of each other, like in Lord of the Rings. Game of Thrones, it's different. They had, the wall. We were, the people who were in, Westeros. There was people who were up in the north, or whatever. And but they were everywhere. So you almost had your own individual stories. Here, everybody's really close except for, whatever. But in this one, everybody's in a whole different.
But see, you just said it though. Game of Thrones, same thing. You had all these different factions of people in different places, but you understood narratively what was going on. You understood what.
Yeah, but it took a minute. It took more than we're on like episode 5.
Right, but
so I can't look. At first, it was like it was feeling like this, except for they had more blood, gore, and everything else.
Right.
Yeah, so this is building up to that, and they're going to come together like what they did with the what is it? I got all GOTs, HODs, I got everything in my head now. The
LOT
House of the Dragon. What they did is just everybody's basically, except for one boat trip, everybody's right there.
You're right.
All the main characters are always seeming to come together.
Right.
And every other place, that wasn't the case, and it's not the case. We see maybe somebody interacting with one other group, but that's it. But here we have so many different groups. But that's why I'm glad, and I knew this is what you're waiting for, but I knew it was going to happen. But I'm glad that they're all basically marching towards the same place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I was trying to say. Get to.
Okay.
But yeah, I knew it was going to take a minute for it to happen. But it's just telling the story. Like I said, when I started Lord of the Rings, when I started Game of Thrones, it was just how it was. It was like someone's up on the wall. What the heck's the wall?
Right.
And then, we're back here. There's a tournament. The king dies because he got speared by a boar. But these people over here, I don't even know who the Lannisters are. Who is this?
Right.
And I feel like that's what's going on here. Like where's Elrond at? Where's he going to see the elves? He's a whole different place. Is Rivendell here? Like I have all the old things in my head too.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just trying to figure out the lands, where it's situated, the basically geography. The things in House of Dragon. The geography is basically they're right there, huh?
Yeah. Well, they're showing us the geography in the show.
Yeah, which is good now. Yeah, but before I was just like, I don't know where everything is. Like these maps don't mean. I feel like I need to go study. And again, I love geography. Geography is one of my favorite things. Maybe I need to go study the maps. So I really feel like I know where everything is, but they're coming together now, and that's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah. Once again, my favorite part of this episode is Elrond and Doran. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
And Disa. I think that's between them and the Harfoot story, even though that's not really much of a story. I think those are the parts I enjoy the most. But in this episode, Elrond's still chilling with Doran. Doran's off doing his thing. He's trying to figure out why. Disa's trying to, get over on him. It's like, yeah, he's out mining or whatever, or he's like, oh, he had to go. He had to go for a little bit. And he's like, well, wait a minute, you're preparing his meals. He didn't take his axe with him. Like, what's going on? Like, so he overhears. Or he sees. I think
elves have good ears.
Yeah, because he sees Disa talking. I forgot who she was talking to. But anyway, he discovers like a secret mining path.
Yeah, she was talking to Durin. He was talking to Durin.
Oh, that's right. It was Doran, right? Yeah. So he basically discovers a secret mining path. Him and Doran talk about it, and Doran reveals to him that they're mining this special ore, mithril.
Yeah, that's not how they pronounce it, but that's how the elves pronounce it. That's how we pronounce it.
Right, mithril ore.
Because of course we saw that the first time in Lord of the Rings when the mithril I think went to Frodo.
Oh, okay. See, I don't even.
He wore it, and they were running away, and he got speared by that goblin or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Like, you were stuck by it like what did Aragorn say? He's like, oh, it's like that would have stuck a spear or killed a wild boar. And of course Gandalf's like, I think our friend is hiding more than you think. And then they're like, oh, mithril. So that was pretty cool.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't even catch that.
Well, how many times I watched that movie?
Right.
So I should know that inside and out.
But Elrond has to give an oath. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, we promised to Durin, like, hey, I got you, man. We BFS. I know it's been 20 years, but hey, I got you. I won't say anything. So
yeah.
And usually elves keep their promises.
Yep. Yeah. Like coming to his wedding. Yeah.
I mean, hey, 20 years. What's 20 years? What's 20 years? Hey, you throw it up, you win now. Stay for dinner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
So we see that. There's also a scene with Galadriel and what's the queen? What's her name? Muriel. So she goes up this. She's like, screw this. I'm just gonna go straight see the king. You know what I'm saying? King's ill.
Oh, not King's ill. The King's like out of it. Like that dude, he's closer than Viserys. And Viserys is close.
I don't know about that one.
I'm just saying, like, but this dude, like, at least Viserys, even though he didn't want a chair, he can walk around. We'll get to that.
Right. Yeah.
The other show. But this dude, he's bedridden. He's done. He can't make any kind of decision.
Yeah. So, Galadriel, she feels kind of bad. She's like,
because she just barged up in the room like, yo, I need to see you. Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, damn, my bad, yo.
Yeah.
It was one of those moments.
So then what was, and this is what I don't remember, what was the object that the Queen's had that shows her the visions? Because she reveals it.
It was like I almost said a crystal ball, but it was one of those. It was one of those things that the other wizard had. Sauron.
Okay.
It's that orb that you can kind of see a past or a vision from it.
Yeah, she calls it something. I just don't remember what.
Yeah, I don't remember it either.
But basically, Galadriel, she touches it and she sees the same vision. And
the crazy thing is they see themselves in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they all know something's happening.
Right.
It's just who wants to face it and who doesn't.
Right. So then it's at this point, I think the Queen agrees to help out Galadriel. She's going to send some reinforcements to help her. and then they also announced it to the crowd as well. So, so yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. I know I missed some stuff with Theo. Theo was running from orcs. He was looking.
Yeah, and he almost got banged up in there. Why are you gonna go in a house, abandoned house, looking for food all by yourself?
Yeah, that was dumb.
And, but they know he's there because he went cut himself. Know that he has whatever that thing is, and and now they're hunting for him and they're following him everywhere.
Yeah,
to the point where going into episode 5, they know where they're at.
Right. And then when is the episode where Theo runs into like the orc or the Sauron sympathizer? Because there's an old man. He comes across an old man, and he also has the symbol on him, Sauron symbol on him. When that episode 4 too? I think it was.
Yeah, I think I might have been, or if it was not, it was the beginning of 5.
No, maybe it was. No, I think it was. I can't remember, but anyway, yeah. So that's going to be interesting. So, but yeah, we'll see. Anything else? But yeah, no. This episode, I felt like it picked up the pace. Finally, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's going on. Anything else stand out this episode? Anything else you want to mention? Or
no, I just felt like it was episodes to me, like you said, starting to go where you want it to go. Like they're moving a little bit faster. They're all kind of headed somewhere. Everybody's starting to realize there's something else out there.
Yeah.
And that's everybody from everywhere. And that's where all of a sudden you're like, we're in some trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, we found out, I think a Rundir. Can't remember the elf guy who got captured, and they're like, go tell them, hey, we're coming. You know what I mean? Like, or they could surrender, or they, if not, we'll just run right through them, basically. So he was let go, and there's a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
But but it was good because I feel like this is where we are heading, because we I said we need that. I like the story. I like where it's going, but there does need to be more good evil interaction, because like you said, the best parts, and I agree with you on that. The best parts are when with the Harfoots and with Durin and Elrond, because those are the most heartfelt scenes. Everything else is like, why are you going into a house by yourself?
Yeah.
Why did they? They just shot that dude like 7 arrows. Like, he ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was a nice scene when Theo was escaping, and yeah, that was I like that, and they were escaping the orcs. What's the deal with the sun? Because they essentially escaped to an open field, but the sun was coming up, and still there, Hurt. All right, man. You're on my end. You're looking a little frozen. Oh, there you are. There you are.
Yeah, that was weird.
Okay. You're frozen again.
I'm frozen again.
Yeah. Oh, but I can hear you. Oh, there you are. I don't know. It might be still on my end. It might be my computer. Okay. Yeah. You're fine now. Yeah.
Okay, I'm here.
No, but I was asking you. Yeah.
I think it's because elves love. And so he's a former elf, and I think he's just getting the feeling the daylight. That's the way I took it. I didn't know if there's any kind of like they get some vitamin D from it or something. You know what I mean? Or I don't know, but he just was basking in it. It doesn't seem like he's probably in the dark for so long. He's probably underground this whole time. So
okay.
All
right, man. Well, let's move on to episode 5. We're already 20 minutes in, man. So we got to talk about.
Yeah, I was like, we got to keep moving.
Which to me, this is by far the best episode.
Oh yeah. But as I said, I agree with you because the Galadriel stuff. I feel like she's one of the main characters, but her story so far is just really boring.
Yeah, it's kind of.
So I'm glad this is an episode where we get more of her, and it picks up to and she said like at one point. They're like, why are you not with your people? And I feel like, and she's like, I feel like they look at me like I became the enemy to them. Like that's how I look, because I've been battling for so long
Yeah.
That's not what they want of basically their people. And they're right. They just want peace. They don't want warriors, but she's became this warrior. She's on a quest.
Right.
And they're like, hey, go sail off into, off to Neverland and, go do what you need to do.
Yeah, well, she's trying to get revenge, and she knows the threat of Sauron is real. So she's trying to, she's trying to put that fire out. But about episode 5, to me, this was the best paced episode. Except for the beginning with the Harfoots, which I didn't even mind it this much because they were trying to show us the journey of the Harfoots. Like to me, those were the
That's where I learned the map.
yeah. So it was cool, but they lingered the most on the Harfoots, whereas all the other scenes were like nice and condensed. You knew what they were talking about, and the pacing was really good. I thought this episode they showed us basically all the storylines. I don't think they left off. I didn't think they left off any storyline. They showed everybody. They showed what they were doing, where they're trying to get to, where they're trying.
Everybody basically almost in danger.
Yeah,
or knowing danger is coming.
Right, and it was a very well paced episode. I just felt like it when the scene ended. Okay, cool. It made its point and it went to the next scene. Like very well paced episode. And like I said, I didn't mind the beginning with the Harfoots because they were showing us, hey, they're in migration right now. They're moving. Where they're trying to get to, like the Grove or something like that. I think is where they're trying to go to. But yeah, they're migrating and they're showing us. They took a little time because they wanted to show us this journey. But they were also.
And they had a song.
Yeah, and I thought that was cool. You know what I'm saying?
I loved it. Yeah, it was great. I wish I could remember any of it, but it was cool.
Yeah, so I thought that was nice. But I also like the fact that we were looking at the stranger a little bit more, man. And Nori, man, she's like, at first she was really trying to help this guy. Let's take this in. Let's not leave him. Let's help him. But now she's like, wait, it's like her spidey senses are going off, She's like, wait a minute. Because they were about, they were about to get attacked by the wolves. And it's like he uses power, shook the ground, and the wolves was like, nah, we out of here. We got it.
I mean, first he caught one. He grabbed it, threw it down, and saved them. And then all three of them were about to go up there and try to get some snacks. And he was like, nope. Wow. They're like, okay, we out.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all later.
Uses.
But he saves them, though.
Yeah. But then she catches him all by himself. He's got his hand in some water, and he's like freezing the water, and she's trying to touch him because he looks like, and then she starts freezing up.
Yep.
It's like, yo, what the heck is going on? And now she's spooked. Now, like she just totally ran away from this dude. Now, like I said, her spidey senses have gone off. She's like,
at least he can talk now. More English. We're getting a little bit more. I'm good. It's almost like he's Groot in a way.
Good.
Even good,
Right. But it's like just as everybody's starting to kind of like, you know what I'm saying, get used to him and stuff, she's like, wait a minute, something's up with this guy. So we'll see where that goes. We still don't really know who he is. I know there's theories out there, but because I don't know anything about Lord of the Rings.
I'm not even bothering with theories. I'm just gonna go and just figure it out on my own when I can.
Yeah. What else happened? Who were those people that were like searching for this dude? Because we finally, we see where the stranger landed, the landing spot where he first fell. Did you see like these dudes like with white hoodies and they look alien looking to me.
I don't know who they were.
Yeah. So
but you like you said, they seem to know who he is and what he is.
Yeah.
And like I said, because again, this guy, I remember he came out, they just fell out of the sky.
Right, he just fell out the sky.
So he came from somewhere.
Right.
So there obviously needs to be, and now they're on the trail.
Yeah, and I like that because that gives another thing to the whole Harfoot storyline. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They're migrating, they're trying to get to where they're trying to go, but now they got people that's going to be following. Yeah, so that's good. See, this is good. That's good storytelling. Let's see what else happened this episode. We have you
got the story of the Mithril, which I thought was cool.
Yeah, I like it. This really made me like doing more and more, man. because Elrond, it's pretty much he kind of found out that he was kind of duped because the Elf King, I forget his name.
El Glaglang.
Yeah, I forget.
Glaglang.
But he pretty much said, Elrond, yeah, we knew about the Mithril and we need this because our race is in grave danger.
Yep.
We need the Mithril to like preserve their life. They need to they need more of their light to preserve them. Can you talk about that a little bit more?
Yeah, that they are, as you know, elves are a little bit everywhere. They're kind of nomadic, but eventually they're kind of their essence, because this is why they live so long.
Mm-hmm.
The elf that was captured, he's like, it took me 200 years to sit here and really, get the fear out of me and become, who I am at this point. So, they live a long time, so their immortality can go away. So they need something, and this Mithril, which was forged by it was a battle and trying to save this tree of life, basically, between the good of I forgot who he was, but the good of the guy holding the tree with the light and the Balrog, which again, best, scariest. I love the Balrog because that was the thing that what's his name for it? Gosh, Gandalf fought.
Okay.
But yeah, so the fire of the Balrog, and then lightning hit it. It's like, yo, that's so cool. And then it just turned, and then the roots went down into the ground. Dude, that was just so cool. And then it's where we get the Mithril.
Yeah.
So it's like, but it's this thing that has the light to help extend their lives.
Yeah.
To get, to have them live the way that they do. But I mean, Elrond didn't know this.
Right.
So in a way, that's why he said he kind of felt duped.
Yeah.
But he said, our people need it, so you need to go, basically, break your oath and get over it. Because remember, he took that oath to Durin that that's his secret. So he's like, you need to, hey, you need to go basically take it from him, and we got to do what we got to do. We got to live. This is for your species, homie.
Yeah.
And that's why I like Elrond. Elrond chose to do a different and the best path. And let me just tell you the truth.
Yeah, I thought that was really honorable, man. Because when I saw that, I was like, "Dang, man, he's gonna do."
But that's why I like. And this is the difference between the two shows that we watch the most, or the longer episodes. Honesty here is so good, and it's cool. There's no such thing as that in another show. Not one bit, maybe a little bit, but usually you get killed because of it. Here, it's like, damn, all right, I may not be happy, but I appreciate the fact that you ain't lying to me right now.
Right.
That it's like, hey, I didn't know, I felt duped. I did come here, but it was, I didn't know what it was that brought me here, and now I know, and he wanted me to do this, but we need your help. And it's like, I just, and then that's how you make something last. Yeah. That's what's real. Like I don't like the way it's went about, but this is what the truth is.
Yeah, and I like the fact that Durin, you know what I'm saying? He thought about it, but he didn't really hesitate. Really, too much. He was like, he gave him an answer right there. He's like, "Yep, I'm gonna help you." I was like, "Dang, yo."
But you gotta ask my daddy.
That's one, right. That's where
that right there.
Yeah, that's that.
Right there.
Dad ain't going for that, man. So we'll see how that goes down. But no, I really like their relationship. I thought that was really cool. I just thought that whole exchange was really cool. Let's see what else we get.
Galadriel's out there sitting there. She's in the middle of her trying to, basically she's fighting people. Like in a playful way, but she's out. She's she'll get a Hallarod, get him out of jail, get him out of trouble. It basically play his get out of jail free card.
Right.
Then we have Isildur trying to, hey, can I go? Let me go.
Right.
So yes, you'll be a horseman, but you're cleaning the stables.
Yeah.
After what happened last time. So everybody's trying to get to go somewhere.
Right.
And to get to fight something that they know is out there. And that's what I know you've been waiting for, and
Yeah.
I knew we would get to, but I did need some of the story. Again, I feel like they could have done a better job with some people because like her being a central character, it was just her story to me has been kind of, and it's funny. I almost only see her as a warrior. Like everything else is like, you know, her talking is like I don't care about her. I want her fighting. I need to see her fight. That's where because she's no joke.
Yeah, that was I thought that was such a really good scene. You know, where they training everyone, you know, because hey, we're going into battle, let's train. And you know, we see an elf in action. And it was funny. He said if you could just score, whoever scores the elf, gets promoted.
Yeah, it gets promoted. Yeah, it was like 7 people.
Right.
At the same time.
Right. And nobody could come close to her, but she had one little rip.
Yeah, and it was Isildur's BFF.
Yeah.
So then Isildur's like, so you trying to get me up in there? It's like, man, homie, you got me kicked out. I ain't trying to.
Right.
This ain't gonna work.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But I thought that was a really good choreographed scene, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was some really good sword play. It really showed her like you're battling a warrior, a battle tested warrior right now. Like that was cool, and I like the excitement that the townsfolk had. They're fighting the elf. That was pretty cool. So
no, of course, everybody's like, oh my god, let's go see.
Yeah. So
yeah, that was cool. I liked.
We had some sabotage hurt this episode.
Oh yeah, we had a little bit of everything, but I did like when what was it, Waldreg? Who, by the way, I do get on my nerves, but now I know why.
Wait, who was he? I'm not good with names on this show.
He was the one that basically bowed to the elf, the dark elf.
Oh, okay.
But he was because they were like, listen, the girl whose name I can't remember.
Yeah,
was like we can stay and fight. We'll stay and fight. They gave him the option. You can stay and fight, or you can bow to his knee, basically, and whatever. Waldreg's like, yeah, I ain't trying to fight and die. Let's go see what's going on. But the dude bent the knee was like, I pledge my allegiance to Sauron. I was like,
yeah.
What's he know about what?
Yeah.
What? And dude was like, what you just say? And we don't know that's where it's coming from, but it's like, oh, what you know about this game, homie?
Yeah.
It was kind of, I didn't expect that. I really just thought that he's going to slaughter everybody and call it a day. So the fact that didn't happen, he was like, what this dude just say? It's like, but you know what? The only way to forge a relationship or powers is by blood. So I don't know if that dude made it or not, but like I said, that next scene was like the arrow scene, so I don't know. That was the last we saw of it. But I have a feeling Waldreg, did what he had to do.
Yeah.
But it was. I really did enjoy this episode.
Yeah, man. It's
like I said, more action. It's leading somewhere. Galadriel's back on a boat, but like going where she wants to go.
Yeah.
Everybody's Isildur. All the main players are going and heading back to where there's going to be a conflict.
Yep. Yeah.
And I thoroughly enjoyed that. I knew when I was watching the episode, I was like, "Oh, Brian's gonna be so happy."
Yeah.
Like he's finally going to just be like, "Yes, this is what I want."
Yes. All right, man. So,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say. So, episode 4, man, I gave it 7 rings. Episode 5, 8 rings hurt.
Yeah, I do 7 and 8.
Okay.
I'm fine with that. I just feel like it's going to just get higher. We saw some previews, and I'm like, okay.
Oh, okay. Don't tell me anything. I haven't seen.
No, I'm not. But I was like, I just know this party's about to get started. So yeah, I can't wait for that. But yeah, I do. I look forward to this every Friday. So and I'm totally excited about it. But thank you again, everybody, for tuning in to our Rings of Power episodes 4 and 5 review. We're of course StreamYard, YouTube, IG, Facebook, Twitter, of course Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify. Where you find podcasts, you will find us, the NY MD Podcast. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and we'll see you shortly.
Peace out.
Have a great weekend.